After booking a week off work, I could think of only one place to go. That was Scotland. Heading northwards up towards Glencoe, I found my first stop, the legendary Three Sisters.
Good morning, guys. Had a terrible night's sleep. What happened in the end, I couldn't find a good suitable camping spot, so I ended up sleeping in the car. And my car is very nice to drive in and be in, but to sleep in, it's just not a nice place to sleep in at all. So I probably had about an hour, if that, sleep. But the weather has come in. It's raining quite heavily now. So I'm going to head towards the west coast. I'm going to head up towards Isle of Skye now. That's where I'm on my way. So after a short stop in Fort William to grab some lunch and some much needed beer, I headed into Isle of Skye and headed towards my first photography location, Neast Point. So after getting some shots down at Neast Point, I got back in the car and I headed southwards down towards a small fishing village called Elgull. I think it's Elgull anyway. Just on the outside, in the moors, not far from the Cullen Hills, I pitched camp, finally to get a decent night's sleep.
after my photography shoot at Elgal, I headed towards the Cullen Hills. They just looked far too tempting in the distance. So managed to get up 2 summits today so far in Isle of Skye. The weather is starting to come in a bit now. There is quite a bit of rain sort of just behind the camera. I'm just having a quick bit of food, and then I'm going to carry on getting down to the bottom and then go head further north on the Isle. So after quite a tiresome walk up the Cullens, I fancied driving back north up Isle of Skye to the Tottenish Ridge, where I got the most amazing campsite with a view. The next morning, I struck camp and had a little wander along the cliff edge to go and see if there's any good compositions, and waiting for the vital light to appear. After that day, I decided it was time to head back to the mainland, so I headed back along the road very, very slowly towards Fort William. So I was politely woken up by a herd of cows this morning sniffing the tent. So I needed to get up anyway at some point. Before the long drive home, I thought I'd pitch up camp for one last time in my favourite place in Scotland, Glencoe, overlooking the absolutely amazing Buccleuch of Moor. The views were outstanding.